From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the morning news for September 10th, 2025, and these are the stories we are covering at this hour. A federal court ruled Tuesday that embattled Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook can remain in her position while she fights President Donald Trump's efforts to fire her. The ruling, which will almost certainly be appealed, is a blow to the Trump administration's efforts to assert more control over the traditionally independent Fed, which sets short-term interest rates to achieve its congressionally mandated goals of stable prices and maximum employment. Congress has also sought to insulate the Fed from day-to-day politics. U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb late Tuesday granted Cook's request for a preliminary injunction blocking her firing while the dispute makes its way through the courts. Cobb ruled that Cook will likely prevail in the lawsuit she filed late last month to overturn her firing. The Justice Department on Tuesday charged a man accused of fatally stabbing a Ukrainian refugee on a North Carolina commuter train last month with a federal crime that could carry the death penalty. The federal charge comes amid growing questions about why DeCarlos Brown Jr. was on the street despite 14 prior criminal arrests before he was accused of pulling out a knife and killing 23-year-old Irina Zarutska in an apparently random attack captured on video. The case has become the latest flashpoint in the debate over whether cities such as Charlotte are adequately addressing violent crime, mental illness, and transit safety. The Trump administration says the killing shows how local leaders, judges, and policies in Democratic-led cities are failing to protect their residents from violent crime. Irina Zarutska was a young woman living the American dream. Her horrific murder is a direct result of a failed soft-on-crime policies that put criminals before innocent people, said Attorney General Pam Bondi in a statement. We will seek the maximum penalty for this unforgivable act of violence. He will never again see the light of day as a free man. Meanwhile, a 13-year-old boy who police said appeared to be fixated on school shooters was arrested on charges of unlawful firearms possessions and making a threat after they say they found social media posts about intentions to kill and seized 23 guns and ammunition from his home. The boy pleaded not guilty to a total of 5 charges, 4 of them felonies, in juvenile court on Monday, and he was ordered to remain in detention. A SWAT team raided his home and arrested him around 1 a.m. Saturday in Washington's Pierce County, just south of Seattle. His mother told a Seattle television station their son had no intention of harming anyone. Tactical-style rifles were mounted on walls and handguns were found unsecured throughout the home. In the boys' room, in a heavy backpack beneath a turtle habitat, were AR-style magazines with writing on them referencing mass shootings, including the 1999 shooting at Columbine High School in Colorado, according to a probable cause statement by the Pierce County Sheriff's Office. So, which vaccine should insurance companies be required to cover? That's a hot topic in Washington, D.C., as there are signs that some of the shots covered today won't be next week. A Pennsylvania lawmaker is trying to stop that from happening, regardless of what's decided in D.C. State Representative Arvind Venkat, the Democrat from Allegheny County, is an ER doctor who's seen it all, but says in 25 years he has never seen a case of polio, mumps, tetanus, or diphtheria. Vaccines work, said Venkat. They save lives. These are diseases that have been eradicated for all intents and purposes in our country because of vaccines. Vaccines covered by insurance companies based on recommendations by the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, which meets next week, and Representative Venkat fears may remove some requirements. That has obviously been blown up by U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his anti-vaccine ideology, said Venkat. Venkat wants the state to require what the feds may not. Insurance companies are to pay for vaccines as they have been. The bill would mandate that insurance companies cover the cost of vaccines even if the federal government does not require them to do so. The Affordable Care Act says states can go beyond CDC recommendations, but when they do, they, not the insurance companies, pick up the tab. That's the news at this hour. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on the latest news. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather here on PEP Radio.